I've been forecasting weather for 15 years, and what I'm seeing right now is keeping me awake at night. Three weather monsters are about to collide over America, creating the kind of winter chaos that gets talked about for decades. If you think it's cold now, you have absolutely no idea what's coming in the next 72 hours. Drop your city in the comments right now because I'm going to tell you exactly when this atmospheric nightmare hits your neighborhood. What's happening across the heartland tonight is just the appetizer for a main course of winter hell. Right now, people in Minnesota are dealing with wind chills that feel like 25 below zero. And that's actually the warm-up act. These are the kinds of temperatures that can give you frostbite in under 30 minutes. And they're spreading as far south as Chicago and Kansas City. But here's what's absolutely mind-blowing. While we're freezing, Alaska is having a beach day with above normal temperatures. This backwards weather pattern is like nature's way of saying, hold my beer, before unleashing something truly devastating. Minneapolis, Fargo, and the Twin Cities. Tonight is going to be brutal, but tomorrow night could literally be life-threatening. If you're in Bismarck, Grand Forks, or anywhere across North Dakota, bundle up like your life depends on it, because it actually does. Milwaukee and Madison residents need to hear this. What's coming will make today's cold feel like a tropical vacation. While the upper Midwest battles Arctic air, the Southeast is about to get blindsided by something completely unexpected. A winter storm is forming over Alabama and northwest Florida right now, and it's already producing the heaviest, wettest snow you can imagine. We're talking about snowflakes so heavy they're falling at an 8-to-1 ratio. That's like trying to shovel wet concrete. Atlanta, Montgomery, and Tallahassee need to pay attention because this system is moving fast and hitting areas that never see this kind of action. Birmingham, Mobile, and Pensacola could wake up to a winter wonderland that nobody was prepared for. Columbia, Charleston, and Savannah are sitting right on the edge between cold rain and accumulating snow. It's going to be a razor-thin difference. But the real plot twist comes tomorrow evening, when this storm reaches the I-95 corridor and transforms into something special. Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. are positioned for their first legitimate snowfall of the season. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches from Delaware to Massachusetts, with Maine potentially seeing 8 inches of accumulation. Providence, Hartford, and New Haven should prepare for Monday morning commutes that could be absolutely treacherous. This storm is pulling moisture straight up from the Gulf of Mexico and dumping it along the entire eastern seaboard like a fire hose. Portland, Augusta, and Bangor in Maine, you're about to see the kind of snowfall that shuts down everything for days. But wait, that's just round one, because Monday morning brings the lake effect snow machine to life. Buffalo, you know what I'm talking about. Erie, Grand Rapids, and Marquette, you're about to get absolutely buried. I'm talking about 12 to 20 inches of snow in narrow bands that will make travel completely impossible. Traverse City, Kalamazoo, and Battle Creek need to stock up on supplies because you could be snowed in for days. Syracuse, Rochester, and Watertown. The lake effect is about to remind you why you live in snow country. If you live in these lake effect zones, you already know the drill, but this event could be one for the record books. Now here's where this story takes a turn that even veteran meteorologists are calling unprecedented. The atmosphere is setting up a perfect storm scenario for next weekend that could affect 100 million Americans simultaneously. 2 jet streams are about to collide and merge in what we call phasing, and when that happens, all hell breaks loose. Picture this. Arctic air from Canada meets Gulf moisture over the Midwest, creating a weather bomb that defies imagination. This isn't just another winter storm. This is the kind of system that creates its own weather patterns and rewrites the rule book. The northern edge gets hit with blizzard conditions and snow falling at 2 inches per hour for hours on end. The southern edge faces a potentially catastrophic ice storm that could leave millions without power for weeks. St. Louis, Indianapolis, and Columbus are sitting right in the crosshairs of this developing monster. Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit could see snowfall totals that would shut down the entire Great Lakes region. Meanwhile, Louisville, Nashville, and Memphis might face their worst ice storm in a generation. Cincinnati, Lexington, and Evansville could find themselves in the nightmare zone where ice accumulation reaches catastrophic levels. New Orleans, Birmingham, and Atlanta could even see severe thunderstorms, while the north gets pounded with snow. One storm system with 4 completely different types of dangerous weather. That's not supposed to happen in nature. What makes this absolutely terrifying is that it's already bone-chilling cold, so everything will stick on contact. But the real nightmare comes after the storm passes and the Arctic air invasion begins in earnest. We're potentially looking at wind chills of -50 to -60 degrees across North Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. That's not just uncomfortable. That's the kind of cold that can kill you in minutes if you're not prepared. Imagine stepping outside and feeling your breath freeze before it even leaves your mouth. Fargo, Grand Forks, and Duluth are about to experience temperatures colder than Antarctica. Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit will feel like the surface of Mars, and that's not an exaggeration. Green Bay, La Crosse, and Eau Claire prepare for wind chills that could literally freeze exposed skin in under 5 minutes. Your heating bill is about to make you cry, assuming your power grid doesn't collapse under the extreme demand. Energy companies across the Midwest are already preparing for rolling blackouts because demand will exceed capacity. Airports from Denver to Boston are already canceling flights 3 days in advance because they know what's coming. Interstate highways could become parking lots or death traps. There's really no middle ground here. School districts are making emergency plans because this could shut down entire states for days. Emergency rooms are preparing for a surge of hypothermia and frostbite cases that could overwhelm the system. This is exactly what meteorologists mean when we talk about life-threatening weather conditions. What's your biggest concern about this developing pattern? The immediate storm threats or those deadly wind chills? Drop your specific location in the comments and tell me what information would help you prepare most effectively. Are you someone who gets excited about extreme weather, or does this kind of forecast fill you with absolute dread? The most requested cities in tomorrow's comments will receive detailed 10-minute analysis segments in my emergency update. This is the kind of weather pattern that gets studied in meteorology textbooks and compared to historic disasters. After the warmest start to winter on record, Mother Nature is delivering the most violent correction imaginable. It's like the atmosphere saved up all its winter fury and decided to unleash it in one concentrated assault. Climate scientists have been warning about these extreme weather swings, and now we're witnessing it in real time. The polar vortex disruption that's causing this chaos represents exactly what researchers predicted would happen. Share this video immediately with anyone in the potential impact zones because preparation time is running out fast. Hit that notification bell right now because when this weather bomb explodes, you'll need every single update to stay safe. Emergency supplies need to be stocked today, not when the storm arrives and store shelves are empty. We're talking about flashlights, batteries, non-perishable food, water, and backup heating sources. Check your heating system, protect your pipes, and make sure you have backup power before the grid fails. If you have pets or livestock, implement cold weather protection plans immediately. Their lives depend on it. Vehicle emergency kits become survival necessities when you're dealing with temperatures that can kill. Blankets, extra food, water, jumper cables, ice scrapers, and emergency flares could literally save your life. Medical needs require special planning because emergency services may be overwhelmed or completely inaccessible. Prescription medications, first aid supplies, and emergency contact information become absolutely critical. This is the type of weather that reminds us why our ancestors spent months preparing for winter. We're about to witness one of winter's most powerful demonstrations, and it's going to reshape how we think about extreme weather. The atmospheric battle begins within hours and won't stop until half the continent is transformed. This is our moment to prove that communities can work together to survive nature's most devastating challenges. Stay alert, stay prepared, and together, we'll document this historic winter warfare as it unfolds. History is being written in real time, and we're all witnesses to one of winter's greatest performances. Whether this becomes a manageable extreme weather event or a true disaster depends on how well we prepare as communities. The next 10 days will determine whether this becomes legendary weather or a complete catastrophe. Keep checking back for updates because this situation is evolving rapidly and forecasts will continue to be refined. Together, we'll face this unprecedented winter challenge and emerge stronger as weather-aware communities. The most extreme winter weather pattern in decades is about to test everything we know about survival and preparation. This is what happens when the atmosphere decides to remind us who's really in charge of this planet. We'll track every development, every temperature record, and every impact as this historic pattern reshapes America. One final time, drop your exact location below and tell me what specific survival information you need most urgently. Are you prepared for extended power outages, transportation shutdowns, and potentially weeks of dangerous conditions? Remember, extreme weather patterns like this can change rapidly, so continuous monitoring becomes a survival necessity. Stay safe, stay connected, and we'll navigate this atmospheric revolution together as one prepared community. Winter is about to show us what real power looks like. Let's make sure we're ready to witness history safely.